In an interconnected world, political instability reverberates far beyond borders. From refugee crises to economic shockwaves, the consequences are profound. This essay delves into Venezuela, Syria, and Sudan, examining the factors plunging these nations into chaos. The pursuit of adventure should not come at the cost of personal safety or disregard for others. By understanding these crises, we can foster empathy and contribute to a more informed global dialogue. Ultimately, the aim is to empower readers to navigate a world grappling with political instability with caution and compassion. Venezuela, once renowned for its natural beauty and oil wealth, now faces a profound crisis. Corruption, economic mismanagement, and authoritarian rule have brought the nation to its knees. Millions have fled, seeking safety and a brighter future. The disputed 2018 presidential election exacerbated tensions, plunging the country into a constitutional crisis. Hyperinflation has ravaged the economy, making basic necessities inaccessible. Hospitals struggle amidst chronic shortages, while malnutrition affects a generation of children. The exodus of Venezuelans has strained neighboring countries, testing regional stability. The crisis underscores the interconnectedness of the region and the need for collective action. Syria, once a cradle of civilizations, a land where history and culture intertwine seamlessly, has been ravaged by a decade of civil war. This nation, known for its rich heritage and historical significance, has seen its ancient ruins and historical sites, which once stood as a testament to human achievement, now overshadowed by the scars of conflict. The civil war, which erupted in 2011, has left an indelible mark on the country. What began as peaceful protests against the government quickly spiraled into a violent and protracted conflict. The initial hope for change and reform was met with brutal repression, leading to a cycle of violence that has claimed hundreds of thousands of lives and displaced millions. The peaceful protests of 2011, inspired by the Arab Spring, were met with a harsh crackdown by the Assad regime. The government's heavy-handed response, including the use of live ammunition and mass arrests, fueled anger and resentment among the population. As the protests grew in size and intensity, the situation escalated into a full-blown civil war, with various factions vying for control. The Assad regime's crackdown was marked by widespread human rights abuses, including torture, extrajudicial killings, and the use of chemical weapons. These actions not only deepened the divide within the country, but also attracted the attention of extremist groups. The rise of these groups, including ISIS, further complicated the conflict, turning Syria into a battleground for various ideologies and interests. The intervention of foreign powers, including Russia, Iran, and Turkey, has added another layer of complexity to the conflict. Russia's military support for the Assad regime has been pivotal in turning the tide of the war in favor of the government. Iran's involvement, driven by its strategic interests in the region, has also bolstered the regime's position. Meanwhile, Turkey's intervention has been motivated by its concerns over Kurdish forces along its border. The impact of the war on Syria's cities has been devastating. Once thriving urban centers now lie in ruins, their streets and buildings reduced to rubble. The targeting of hospitals and schools has had a particularly tragic effect, depriving countless children of education and medical care. The destruction of infrastructure has left a generation scarred, both physically and psychologically. The Syrian refugee crisis is one of the most significant humanitarian challenges of our time. Millions of Syrians have been forced to flee their homes, seeking safety in neighboring countries and beyond. The sheer scale of the displacement has strained the resources of host countries, creating a complex web of social, economic, and political challenges. In host communities, the influx of refugees has placed immense pressure on local infrastructure and services. Overcrowded refugee camps struggle to provide basic necessities such as food, water, and shelter. The conditions in these camps are often dire, with limited access to healthcare and education. Despite the efforts of humanitarian organizations, the needs of the refugees far exceed the available resources. The plight of Syrian refugees underscores the urgent need for peace and reconciliation. Efforts to bring about a resolution to the conflict have been ongoing, but progress has been slow and fraught with challenges. The international community has a crucial role to play in supporting these efforts, providing aid to those affected by the war and working towards a sustainable and inclusive peace process. The future of Syria depends on the ability of its people and the global community to come together and rebuild a nation that has endured a decade of despair. Sudan, straddling the Arab and African worlds, has long been plagued by conflict. The recent military coup in October 2021 marked a significant setback for Sudan's transition to democracy. The coup has dashed hopes for a peaceful future, leaving the nation teetering on the brink of further violence. Pro-democracy activists continue to demand a return to civilian rule. The international community must support Sudanese democratic aspirations and hold human rights abusers accountable. The situation in Sudan is a reminder that building a democratic society requires time, patience, and commitment. The human cost of political instability reverberates across borders. From shattered dreams to eroded trust in institutions, the consequences are profound. Understanding the human toll is essential for fostering empathy and shaping effective policy responses. Refugees and internally displaced persons face uncertain futures in precarious conditions. Political instability erodes the social fabric, undermining trust and fueling cycles of violence. The global community must respond with compassion and a commitment to finding lasting solutions. Addressing the root causes of instability is crucial for creating a more just and equitable world. The allure of travel is undeniable, but traveling to politically unstable regions presents unique challenges. Balancing adventure with personal safety and respect for those living amidst turmoil requires careful consideration. Some argue that responsible travel can foster cross-cultural understanding and support struggling communities. However, the risks are real and often unpredictable. Thorough research and consulting various sources are essential for understanding the situation on the ground. Ultimately, the decision to travel is personal, requiring a careful weighing of risks and benefits. Travelers must prioritize safety and respect for the communities they encounter. For those venturing into politically unstable regions, awareness and proactive safety measures are crucial. Thorough research is essential before embarking on such a journey. Registering with one's embassy can provide added security. Packing light and choosing appropriate attire can minimize unwanted attention. Maintaining a low profile and avoiding high-risk areas is crucial. Learning basic local phrases can facilitate communication and show respect. Familiarizing oneself with local customs can help avoid causing offense. Having a backup communication plan is invaluable in areas with unreliable service. Understanding political instability requires looking beyond dramatic headlines. Delving into historical context and underlying factors is essential for a nuanced understanding. Resist viewing conflicts through a simplistic lens of good versus bad. Understanding the motivations and grievances of various groups is crucial. Engaging with local voices provides invaluable insights into the human impact. Fostering a nuanced understanding requires empathy, open-mindedness, and a commitment to seeking truth. The international community must address political instability as active agents of peace and human rights. Humanitarian aid must be delivered effectively and transparently. Supporting conflict resolution efforts through diplomacy and mediation is crucial. Promoting good governance and upholding the rule of law are essential for preventing future conflicts. The international community can support these efforts by providing technical assistance and promoting human rights. Investing in education, economic development, and social justice can reduce conditions that breed instability. A comprehensive, coordinated response is needed to address these crises. Amidst despair, stories of resilience and rebuilding emerge. Volunteer doctors, nurses, and teachers work tirelessly to alleviate suffering. Local communities demonstrate remarkable resilience in the face of adversity. Neighbors helping neighbors embody the true meaning of solidarity. Sharing these stories challenges narratives of despair and inspires action. Highlighting positive contributions fosters a sense of shared humanity and hope. The path to a stable world is paved with challenges and setbacks. The stories of Venezuela, Syria, and Sudan remind us of the human cost of instability. Addressing root causes requires collective effort from all sectors of society. Investing in sustainable development and promoting good governance are key. Empathy, understanding, and cooperation are essential for finding common ground. Together, we can build a more stable, just, and peaceful future for all.